So my name is Jacek Myszko, and I'm from Poland. I will update you on what is going on in advertising in Poland. So definitely the hottest topic was food supplements for the past year. The market is huge, millions and millions in revenues, and which triggered more and more aggressive advertising. The market regulator said stop to it when there was this advertising of the food supplement, which pretended to be a medicinal product. And they fined the producer with 25 million zloty fine, which is $7 million, which is really outrageous for Polish standards. But it is not final and binding. There is appeal, obviously, pending. But this was something that made the whole market think twice or three times about what they're doing. So what happened? The food supplements immediately started this association and adopted code of good practices to regulate the market somehow. The market was deregulated totally. Everything was based on the general rules of advertising. There is a new law in the pipeline because the market regulator decided that it's not enough, that the self-regulation will not regulate the market in a sufficient way. And there is a new law in the pipeline, and the maximum fines are 20 million zloty. So not only the Consumer Protection Authority will be able to fine you based on your revenue up to 10%, but there will be yet another authority to fine you up to 20 million zloty. So you can imagine that the market changed totally in Poland. The basic principles for the new regulations are that simply consumers must know what they are getting, that these are not medicinal products. These are food supplements. They work differently. And this is basically something different than a medicinal product. Pharmacies, we have a total ban on advertising of pharmacies in Poland. So basically what you can say is just your name, location, and opening hours. There was one case in Poland that in eastern part of Poland, the pharmacy was advertising itself by saying that we speak Ukrainian, and it was fined for that because they said that this is advertising which is not allowed. The interesting thing this year was that the regulator allowed online pharmacies to use AdWords. They said that in this particular case, they said it was not directly linked with a specific product, and the pharmacy was allowed to advertise this way, which is not very consistent, but well, welcome to Poland. Alcoholic beverages. We are seeing yet another attempt to make it more difficult for the advertisers to advertise alcoholic beverages. It is already very difficult. We have a total ban on advertising of hard liquor, and beer is allowed. But now what they want to do, they want to move the time slot when the beer advertising is allowed to 11 p.m. Between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. So the most attractive, as you can imagine. There are some voices willing to introduce total ban for alcohol advertising in Poland, which is quite probable taking into account the government that we have now. Games of chance. Most of you, or some of you already know that the best way to run a game of chance in Poland is to convert it into a game of skills. Because it is so troublesome to organize a game of chance that we always advise not to, basically. But what happened last year, surprisingly, there are new rules which allow mutual betting to be advertised for some unknown reason in a way that it was not allowed in the past. There are two, just for your information, we have a combined regulation for hard games, which is like gambling at the casinos, etc., and promotional lotteries. We don't know why is that, but it is the regulation that applies in Poland. And only two of the games may be organized online, which is a promotional lottery and mutual betting. So it is being liberalized at the moment when it comes to the mutual betting. Some other interesting facts from last year. Facebook invoices are not recognized for the purpose of calculation of costs of your activity. Because apparently there is some kind of deficiency, and Polish tax regulators decided that they would simply reject them. So this is a new thing for us. We believe it will be changed somehow, because there is no way it will stay. But for the moment, it is the Facebook invoices are rejected. There is more active prosecution of ads of alcoholic beverages. In Poland, criminal sanctions apply. So basically, whoever orders this advertising, basically authorities invite him or her for a nice discussion. And in the past, it was always we were saying that the theoretical risk exists, but in practice, the risk is very, very low. Now it is changing, and the prosecutors are actually actively inviting people and just actually prosecuting such cases. So, yep. And obviously, again, in Poland too, ongoing problems with identifying the nature of influencers' activity. It is everywhere, and in Poland it is very visible as well. So many people online trying to make money, not always in a very transparent way, and obviously all the young people believe it's just made out of goodwill, not driven by money. Thank you so much.